Hey guys, let's do some journaling today. As you can see, I have two journals in front of me. This one is my creative journal. I do anything I want in there. If I want to journal about a movie or series or about a recipe or a good day out, I journal about it in here. And I was thinking maybe I could do either fall TBR or maybe end of the year TBR, since I don't think I can read that many books till the fall ends. But yeah, that is what I'm thinking about doing today. And this one, this big monstrosity is my Magical Readathon Journal. And since September is over, even though I don't want to believe that, I need to update this journal so it is all good and ready for spring equinox next year. I think I will start with this one. And let's see. This is my booklet where I write down all of my points when I'm watching the live streams. So this will stay there. And yeah, if you are curious, setup of this full journal is already on my channel, and I will link it up there and in the description down below. Okay, so we got few more pages in the Guild Emporium. This is a place where we can spend the points that we earn during the year. And I did not really think this through. Well, I have one page here, but during the Autumn Equinox we got 3 more pages. I am thinking I will glue one page here and do some kind of Leporello style thing. I don't know. I did not really think this through. I don't really have a choice. I guess I should have do this thing separately, just as I did this mini journal. It is what it is. Let's see how that will turn out, because honestly I have no idea. Except printing everything that, well, I hope I printed everything. I did not really think much about how I will do things. So hopefully everything will turn out okay. If not, it's totally okay. I am not sure if I want to cut this separately, because we can use this white part. Yeah, we can just leave it there, I guess. This is sticker paper, so let's cut the backing so I can put this page on there. Okay, and let's just make sure this paper is not going over the middle of this journal. This should work, hopefully. Yeah, I did not really look through all of the new stuff yet, but there are some things I want to purchase for my pets. So we will go through some of these later. First, let's make this work somehow. I am leaving white border in there just in case, because I have no idea what I will do next time when there will be more pages added. So this is just a little help for future RYEMI. I want to leave the backing on this white strip as well, so it is not sticky. Okay, I wouldn't mind if that got slightly crooked, but it seems okay. Let's do some touch-ups so it's not sticky. I will have to do more of these tabs, but I don't really have time for that now. I will do that next time, hopefully. There was a time when I was a perfectionist, but I figured I don't really have patience anymore to be that perfectionist, so I am not. I think I did a good job. Yeah. Okay, so here is a place where I put a picture of every animal or every familiar I have. This is Adventures in Eldia. It's a yearly challenge, and last time I looked at this page, I told you I will read, I think, Dead Poets Society for September. I needed, let me check, a book under 250 pages, and I was full on prepared to read Dead Poets Society, but that did not happen. thankfully, I have read another short book, and that was When Among Crows. So we will add cover in there now. Okay, so this is the cover, and I still plan on reading Dead Poet Society, hopefully by the end of the year. Who knows? It is a very short book, so I should be able to read it. Okay. And yeah, I think I'm writing there the path. Yeah, so I seem to have lost all my pens. Okay, so we went through 9A, Levitation Scroll, book under 250 pages. And let's see, there were two paths, I think. Yeah, the other one was read a book with hills or mountains on the cover, and I am not sure I did. So let me check. No, unless we count hills on the map on the cover, then no. So I am not going to be coloring in this part, but that one. And I have no idea which pen I used for that. I found a pen, so let's do that. Okay, this is slightly more red, but that's fine. And for October, I have not looked at this one yet, so let's see. I have only one way to go, and that is Meet the River Pixies. That's so exciting. And I should read a book with foil on the cover. I will have to think about that. I don't think I am reading a book with foil on the cover now, so I should really look into that, because even when I was not always paying attention to my path, I somehow made it work. So hopefully I will be able, let's move this back, I will be able to find something that I am interested in right now. Okay, let's move on. So this is my Spring Equinox pages, and we rescued some dragons. That was so much fun. And these are my Autumn Equinox pages. And here is a place where we will add all of the book covers for the books I have read. I also want to highlight prompts I actually finished. Let me find some other pen, because this was too red and I don't want to use that. Okay, hopefully this one will be better. So I have all of my book covers prepared, and as you can see, my printer decided it will be not working well, but I am not going to reprint this. This is not that big of a deal. Even when I was doing my September wrap-up in my reading journal, yeah, many of the book covers are with lines, and I don't really mind that. If you have watched my last Magical Readathon Journal update, it was just before the Autumn Equinox started, I had quite a different TBR prepared, but yeah, things happened and I changed almost everything. But that's fine. I love making TBRs even when I know I won't read everything that is on there. It is just another hobby that I like to do. Okay, let's see here. For alchemy, I needed to read a book with sun on the cover, and I had such a big problem finding something I would like to read. Oh, where is that cover? Yeah, I gave When Among Crows a go. I had no idea what it was about, and I had a good time, so that was a good choice. I think I am happy I read that. Okay, so let's put this in. And for the Q, so another level in alchemy, I had to read a book with cover in my bird flower color, and I had such a big problem with that one. So that was supposed to be the Dead Poet Society, because my bird flower is Narcissus, and I chose to go with yellow one. But then I started reading the Hunger Games series, and I did not really care. I keep talking about Dead Poet Society. This is the cover, yeah, very, very yellow. My other bird flower is, I forgot the name of that, but here is the picture. And the flowers or fruits are red. So yeah, that's why I am putting Catching Fire in there, because it matches very nicely. Next, for spells and incantations, I needed to roll a d6 and choose a book in that page bracket. First, I rolled 1, and that was such a problem. Like, I found a few books that I wanted to read, but I was at the same time not as excited about them. So by the end of the month, I just rolled again, because yeah, why not? You can do anything. That time I rolled 3, and basically all Hunger Games books fit in that category. So we are going to add Hunger Games in this place. Okay, next, I was supposed to read a book that was released this year. And again, I feel like I'm having so many excuses, guys, but all of my changes were kind of like minor, I guess. So for that prompt, I read Just Stab Me Now. The physical book was released last year, but the audiobook was released only this year. And I was listening to this as an audiobook. So I am taking this one, guys. Okay. For Inscription, I needed to read a book with prime number of letters in the title. And this was such a struggle. I spent so much time in front of my library and I could not really find anything that was short. I found a few books that I was very excited about, but they were quite big. They were 500, 600 pages, and I did not really have time for that with everything else I needed to read for the readathon. I found The Haunted. This is not a prime number, but the whole title is The Haunted, One Family's Nightmare, or something like that. Let me check. Yeah, so it's The Haunted, One Family's Nightmare, and that was 29 letters, which is a prime number, I hope. And let me tell you, I really did not like this book. Thankfully, it was short. It was maybe like 6 hours of audio, so I somehow finished that. But if it was longer, I don't think I would have. And one more thing I need to do for this book is to add a scroll, because I started listening to this one 31st of August, so day before this readathon starts. You can do that, but you don't have to, but you should get yourself a scroll of continuity and use your points for that, like officially. So I'm doing that, and I am not even using any of my points for this one, because I think it was either in last year's Autumn Equinox, or I think it was probably this Spring Equinox, where we got a scroll of continuity in one of the Wheel of Fortune segments. So yeah, I still have all of my points, but we need to cross this one. Cross this scroll from the list, and all of these things I have somewhere here in the front. Yeah, so we can cross off scroll of continuity from the list. Yeah, and I still have a scroll of closure and 2 large snake shoes. And if you were not part of one of the Spring Equinox live streams, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, that was pretty fun. And for the restoration, I feel like this is taking me forever. For restoration, I needed to read a book with single POV. And well, that's all Hunger Games books, but also the Golden Enclaves. So I am putting that one in there, just to not have like half of this list being Hunger Games, even though that's completely fine. I really enjoyed that series. Okay, and now I have 2 more book covers left, and for that I have this page for extra classes. As you can see, it is totally different color, but when I was printing these, my printer was acting up, so yeah. That's fine, I don't really mind that. When I first saw that someone made this sheet, I was like, well, someone. It's made by Magical Book Garden. And when I saw they made this, I was like, okay, I will never need that. Well, look at me now. So yeah, we are going to add it in here. Okay. As always, I have a bit of paper sticking out. So I am simply going to cut it off, and I will just put it on top of the page. It will slightly cover the RYEMIART logo, but that's fine. Let's add these two. It will probably look maybe kind of funny with only two squares or rectangles filled in. And let's see what prompts I found that fit these two books. For Mockingjay, we can go with Future Sight, and that's book with a TV or movie adaptation. Because I don't need these classes, I don't need to read them in order, so that's fine. And for Red Country, yeah, I will go with Biome Manipulation, and that's autumnal setting, cover or story. And I feel like colors are pretty autumnal in there, so I will go with that. That's done. I need to do this. I did rip all of my pages so far, so I feel like I have to do this now. And let's do some brown stain, just to make it a bit more interesting. And this side as well. Okay, and as you can see, I already somehow prepared this page. I just wanted to not be white. I used brown ink and this thingy, and I literally just teared off a piece of paper, put it in there and did this, and it looks okay, so I'm really happy with this solution. I want to add pets in here, because this semester, or equinox, we were doing our best to rescue 8 animals, and I believe we did rescue all of them. I have not watched the last live stream, but I'm pretty sure we did. Here I have all of them prepared with a little text about them. This is just so cute. I will simply put all of them here on the page. I was not really sure about the decoration, so I just did this. Maybe I could add something, maybe a bit of map. Yeah, let's do that, why not? You can never go wrong with a bit of map tape. Okay, and let's tear this a bit in there, in here as well. This frame I found in Canva, and this text was written on the page where we got all the info about all of the pets. So I just put it in there, and it says Autumn Equinox of the year 1801 AA in Eldia. We are off to help the pet sanctuary to locate and help some lost, in trouble, or otherwise unknown reported pets with the hopes of rehoming and providing the very necessary care to the creatures in need. That was a pretty summary of what we were doing, so I just put it in there. Now I'm thinking if I should have it in here, or maybe, or here. I think down, yeah, I like it here, so let's do this. Yeah, that's actually very pretty. And now I will organize them by number of pages that we needed to read, and every animal is 1 million pages. Collectively reading, of course, 1 million pages. We got Itherian Fanged Rabbit, and it's adorable. It's so pretty. We can have it here. Then we got Dark Meadow Stormcat. It's just so pretty. I lost one picture. Yeah, I believe I will find it. Yeah, so this is the hamper hamsters. I just love them, and these texts, they are so adorable as well. Then we have Bog Frog, then Daron Saint Shepherd, Carabur, Minis Mule, yeah, and Snow Leopard Oval Cat, yeah. And I also printed this, it was also on the web page. This is the Pet Sanctuary. We can fit it somewhere, I am sure. I could maybe add a bit more decoration, but then I feel like these animals or pets would just be overshadowed, so I am simply going to glue all of this on the page. Okay, so this took forever, but it is done. Oh, I forgot this. Oh, this is the size guide, so you can see them next to each other, which ones are small and which ones are big. And yeah, I really wanted to have this in there. Maybe... I don't know. I think I will just do this. It will not look perfect, but at this point I don't really mind. Maybe like this. Yeah, I think this is fine. This is fine. Okay, so let's add this. I am so bad at unpeeling the backing of either stickers or sticker paper, of everything. It is always taking forever. We can choose one of the pets if we want, and I chose the rabbit because it's just adorable. I just could not choose it. I have printed one more picture of it, and we are going to put it in here next to all the other animals. And this, by the way, these are not accurate according to their size. How much space I have on the page, I just print them that large. So yeah. Yeah, that's adorable. I don't have a name for him yet, so I will have to think about that. Okay, and now with this done, I have 2 more spreads I want to add in here. Let's do the treasure trove next. Okay, let's first do this. Okay, I ripped quite a bit of this page, but that's fine. I wanted to have a place where I would add everything that I buy from the Guild Emporium, from this little booklet. And I don't have anything yet. I can only write stuff down in this booklet, and to be honest, I would rather have a visual representation of what I have. So we are going to make a page for that. I feel like I want to do this background in here again. I prepared this title, but yeah, let's do the background, and you can see how quick that is. Just like this. I could maybe have this piece longer or something, I don't know, but it's fine. This is not rocket science. I can just do whatever. This page could stay blank, but yeah, as I said, I prefer to have something in the background, and this is just quick and easy way to do something. So 1 page done. This is in real time, guys, so you can see how quick that is. That's done. I will have title in here. Yeah, maybe this tape would be good again, or maybe we can just add some flowers. I think that might be cute. Yeah, just to add something else than just straight brown. So we will add brown and blue this time. Okay, and this is not pre-cut tape, so I have to do that first. And I feel like I want to use this. I am not going to be very precise because I don't really have a patience for that now. I am so glad for the person that figured out the pre-cut tapes, because yeah, this did not took that much time, but I also did not took that much of a care. So yeah, let's do this, and I want to have this blue flower somewhere, and this as well, and these are cute. I feel like adding a big sections first would be a good idea, and then we can fill in the rest of the page with smaller ones. I want to add something there, and let's add this blue one there in the corner. I have to get better at cutting this because I either use too much pressure or too little. These tapes seem to be very fragile. I have to be very careful to not tear it apart. This is from the washi tape shop, and I think their new tapes are much sturdier, because when I got the Peony Reverie, I think there were lots of red and I think white flowers. That was totally different. So I think they are making their tapes from different material. I have no idea. This is just what I think happened. Don't take my word for granted, but yeah, their new washi tapes or PT tapes, I like them better. I like the material better. But I don't know, it may be only because they are pre-cut and I don't have to deal with this. I don't know. Okay, here. I really like that. Yeah, there needs to be more decoration somewhere. Maybe this in here. I never know how to use these reds. They are so cute, but I don't know where to use them. Maybe I should just do that now. Just put it somewhere on the page. This is kind of like dresser, or I don't know. So I got this idea from the Manda Maid's Magical Readathon Journal. She drew shelves for all of her stuff, and that was such a cute idea. I don't really want to draw my shelves in here. I am going to make an experiment, and I will use this PET tape. This is just a simple brick pattern. Yeah. And I'm going to use this. I will of course cut it to slimmer pieces, but I think that should work, and it somehow works with these colors, I think. Okay, how many rows? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So maybe 3 rows per shelf. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is taking forever, guys. I have been working on this journal for 1 hour and 8 minutes. Yeah. This is how long everything takes me. Also, yeah, I have to take care with this tape as well. I just ripped it. Okay, so yeah, I kind of like this. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, that's actually cute. Well, let's do next one. Here. I will have this down here. And maybe we could do some smaller ones on this page as well. There are some bigger things we can get in the Guild Emporium, but I will just fit all of them everywhere. This is not going to be like realistic at all, as you can tell, so yeah, I can do basically anything. A shelf in here, and the last one I think down there. let's try and fit one of these on the page. Just because, as I said, I am not using these enough and they are so pretty here. Yeah, I like that this actually matches beautifully with the brick color. So yeah, I'm so happy about that. And I want to make these ends a little less sharp, so yeah, that's why I'm putting all the decorations there. We are done with the decorations. Now I will add a few things that I bought in the Guild Emporium, and there is not much of that because I just looked through it very quickly. I got the newest edition and I have to check out the name. So that's I think I should have these things separately because I have to flip through the whole journal to get in there. Maybe I will add this. Okay, so this is a layer bed for my dragon, and yeah, this is supposedly extremely big because this is like, I guess, a size of a human, and this is a size of this bed, and I will have it maybe in here. I need to spend more time looking through this Guild Emporium and get much more stuff, but that will happen later. For now, I just wanted some things I was very excited about, and I have to also count all of my points and see how much spending I can do. Then I have this cloak, and I got this solely because it reminds me of Mistborn, so I had to have it. Of course I had to have it. And that's Windwalker cloak. Wish to be noticed and admired, the Windwalker cloak catches both the onlooker's eye and the light stunningly. It also allows you to fly very short distances. Yeah, I really like that. So I have a cloak, or better said, my character has a cloak now. Maybe if I had some kind of like a hanger or something, yeah, that would look cute. I will put it in here. And how do you draw a hanger? Oh, there is the tape. Oh, so I can't really draw on there. Well, that's fine. I will figure something out. But yeah, it's basically flying cloak, so it can just be flying in there. Yeah, let's go with that narration. Okay, and the next thing I got is this Pet Patch Pack. Keep your animal companions safe in an emergency with the Pet Patch Pack. So let's put it in here. We can't forget about 2 snake shoes. Yeah, and they are both right. Yeah, there is no pair. There are just 2 snake shoes. And that's, again, you will understand if you were a part of the live stream. Basically, G was trying to switch between the pages and these showed up. So yeah, we had a lot of laugh about that. So she just went with that and we got few shoes. This is it. This is my treasure trove. And I feel like I need to write everything in this booklet so I don't forget I bought stuff and I need to subtract the points. So let's just write it in here. So it's minus 130 points for a layer bed, minus 50 for bed page pack, and minus 80 for the Windwalker cloak. That is a lot of points. That is minus 260, but that's totally fine. Before the Autumn Equinox started, I had 653 points. So, and I got quite a few during the Equinox, so there will be more spending, more shopping, and I am so excited about that. Who is not, right? Okay, so this page is done. And the last thing, that will be very quick. Someone in the Discord decided to write a little news letters about what is happening. And these are adorable. I totally love them. They are written by Subito22 over on Aurelium Discord. So yeah, they are adorable. I think there are only 2 for now. But I just want to have them on this page. Maybe we can do something like this, and I will fit one more in here. I think this tape should be what we use as decoration. Or we can do this. Maybe if I had the ink in a different brown, that would be cute, but I don't. So yeah, I think I will go with simple decoration. Oh, I did not rip the page. I don't think I will. Yeah, okay, so I won't, because I went too far with this. Yeah, I totally forgot about ripping the page, so we are not doing that this time. I feel like the map washi tape is kind of fitting for this page, because yeah, you can take this as a wall to use or something like that. I should probably add the background as well. Let's see what inks I have. I have black, of course. Blue. I don't think blue would work in here. Black and green. Would that be weird to have a green background? Yeah, I guess it would. Let's try blue, and I will do that somewhere here so I can see how it looks. I will just use this piece of paper. Okay, I think I will do this. It just adds that something to the page. I hope it will look alright. Maybe I could even do this, just to make them stand out from the page a bit more. I planned to do that with the pets, but I totally forgot. And I realized when I was adding maybe 4th or 5th one on the page, so yeah, that was totally irrelevant then. In here I have space for one more new sheet, and I am so excited because I have no idea what that will be about, but it will be good, I'm so sure. Okay guys, and that's everything for the additions to the Magical Journal for Autumn Equinox. So let's see, this is my reading log. I am so happy I was able to manage to read everything I needed. Here are all the pets we rescued. They are just so adorable. And this is my treasure trove. As I said, there needs to be so much more to be bought. And I am so excited about that. Okay, and the last is news page. And yeah, I am quite happy with what I made today. Let me know if you took part in Magical Readathon and which year you are or your character is in. Mine just finished 2nd year, so there are 2 more years until she graduates. So yeah, I am so excited for next year. With Magical Readathon Journal updated, I can now work on this one. So as I said, this is my creative journal, and there is like everything from movies to small memories to trips to anything really. And yeah, I prepared some of the book covers in here. What I want to do is to make my to be read and to be watched lists for the end of the year. At first I thought I would do Autumn TBR, but there is like too late for that. September just ended so quickly for me, and I still can't believe it is October. I decided to just rename the whole spread to, instead of Autumn TBR, to End of Year TBR. And I still wanted the decoration to be either fall themed or more like Halloween or Gothic inspired, and it took me a long time to figure out what I want to do. I took out all of my stationery and looked at everything, and I am feeling right now a fall theme. I feel like there won't be that many opportunities this year to make a nice fall theme in my journal. So yeah, we are going to do that. There is a lot, and there is no way I'm going to read all of this. Watch, probably, maybe, I am not sure. I was thinking I can either do 2 spreads or maybe do some kind of Dutch door situation here. I like the Dutch door idea. This blank page kind of intimidates me, so I will cover it with book pages. And I also have some papers. I have this scrap of paper. These are vellum, so they might look cute, but maybe too yellow. I'm not sure. This might be better. And then I have this and this. Maybe I will use some of those. Let me just spread them out. I also have this orange papers, and they are so pretty. I think we could use this one, or maybe this one. This is adorable. There is this green one, and this is so cute as well. I think the main thing of this spread will be a background. Because yeah, why not? Okay, this is almost perfect, but I don't want to have like full page of this text. This might be nice. No, this is too yellow. Okay, that might work. I also have some decoration I will put later, but there won't be that much of it. I just wanted to do something today, so I figured out, why not make a TBR or to-be watch list. Like, I love doing those, even when I know I won't be able to finish everything, but that's totally fine. That's part of the fun. Let's put this across the page. I'm not sure it will hold there. Okay, I just put glue on this and it is so dry. Oh man. These glues, they are getting worse and worse, I think. Okay, so like this. Okay, it kind of holds. And like this. I can fit 3 covers in here. What if I would just tear somewhere here? Yeah, I like that. I have no idea what I am doing, guys. Okay, I kind of like this. See, this is lifting, but I believe this will get stuck down better when I will close the journal for a while. So I am not going to be bothered with that. Okay, this is actually kind of nice, just to bring some color to the page. Maybe, oh yeah, I like that so much more. I'm so glad I took this paper out and tried it, because it looks so much better. I need to fill this and this. I also have this paper. Okay, that's really nice. And this is like very, very, very old, so it gets teared very easily. Maybe like this. Yeah, I like that. I still need something in there that could be nice, so let's cut this as well. I sometimes do cut stationery when I want to put it across 2 pages, and sometimes I don't. It's usually depending on type of notebook or journal I am using and on the type of stationery. For the washi tapes, I am usually not doing that, only sometimes, and for these slightly thicker materials I am doing that. It does not look as good, but usually when I close the journal and come back to it later, papers or the stationery as a whole just kind of bunch up in the middle and it does not look good at all. So that's why I am doing this, even though it might not look good, but it looks way worse if I don't do that. I want this to kind of continue in there. Thankfully, there are 2 papers of each design in the paper set, so I'm happy about that. When I started, I had no idea what I would do, and I am surprised it looks okay. Because I have more books, I feel like this should be TBR. This, and this, and here will be to be watch list, because there is like 2 or 3 movies only, not that much. As you can see, there are quite a few very autumnal or maybe even Halloween reads, because I enjoy those reads all year round. But when it's September and October, it just feels, I don't know, so much better to read those. Some of these are books I had on my TBR from the beginning of the year, like this. I asked some of my friends for book recommendations. I got this one, and how bad of a friend I am that I have not read this, but I can't wait. I am not sure if I will be able to read this in October, but November, I feel like, will be the month. This I was so excited to read in September, but did not have time. This is my book club read. I should read finally. Okay, and these are 2 books in the War Eternal series, 4th and 5th. I decided to finish this series this year because I read the first book in January last year, so it's time. And I already started this one. I am not feeling it that much, but hopefully by the end it will get better. Okay, and this is here because I need a book with a light green cover to read for my rainbow challenge, and this is just perfect for that space. Let me show you. I got some good recommendations in my recent reading wrap-up, but I think I will go. Look at this, it's perfect for that space. It's not that long, so I should be able to finish that. This was one of my picks for September, and I so hope I will read this in October, because it just feels perfect for this time of year. Now, this is the new V. Schwab. I am so excited to read this, even though, yeah, guys, I have basically no idea or very small idea about what all of these books are. I know I put them on my TBR for a reason, and then I forgot that reason. So I basically have no idea about most of the books I want to read. But I know I was excited about them. That's my reasoning. Also, some of them have such beautiful covers. I am a cover buy girly, okay? So if a book has a beautiful cover, I am more than likely to read it. So that's that. Okay, this Bat Eater and Other Names for Khorazeng. I have seen many people talking about it and they liked it, so I hope to read it. Also, it has beautiful covers, so that's one of the reasons. I am not going to lie. Okay, The House of Shadows. I have never read Darcy Coates' book, so this is my pick. If you have any other suggestions for me to read by this author, let me know in the comments. I would love to read more horrors and thrillers and stuff like that, so this is my try. I never know what to read, where to start, so I'm just trying things out. Okay, this A Dark and Drowning Tide, it has a beautiful cover, and I think Illumicrate edition. It was one of the last books I got from Illumicrate, and I feel like it would be nice to read now in October, November. The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. I have it on Audible, so why not? To Clutch a Razor, it is the sequel to When Among Crows. I just read last month and I enjoyed that, so hopefully. And it is also quite short, so I might have a chance to read that. Then The Knight and the Moth. I was not really feeling this book, but then I just watched Amanda Maid's reading wrap-up and she really liked this book, so I thought I'd give this a try. Also, this cover, beautiful. Then Wuthering Heights, why not? Why not? I can put it on my TBR. And yeah, I guess that's all. This is pretty much a full page. but I don't want this to be like this. I feel like I will have 6 book covers in here, maybe more of these colorful ones. Yeah, I want to have these next to each other, and let's have the darker ones on the next page, maybe. We need to add the title first, and I just stamped all the letters on this sticky pad, and I want to tear this and arrange all the letters. I am not sure how that will look, but I want to try it. Okay, and a few more. This looks kind of okay. Now I'm thinking if I should color the outsides of this paper so they would stand out a bit more. That might bring more of the autumnal feeling to this page, so I will probably do that. I like it better with a bit more darker brown, because I don't know, I feel like this page is missing a contrast or something if we don't look at the book covers. I don't know, but other than that I kind of like it. I have to remember to do more pages like this. Just do whatever you want, use stationery you don't use often, because I don't use lots of regular paper in my pages and I would love to do that, so this is perfect, kind of like a training for me to use lots of papers. And I keep buying new papers because I think I will use them and then I don't. So yeah, I need to get better at that. I also feel like this needs something more, this part of the page, but we will look at the decoration first. I am a Patreon of Mochi Bujo in one of the digital tiers. That means she provides us with files that we can print and cut ourselves, and I just adore her September theme. So I was thinking we can use some of that. See, this is adorable, and this girl as well. This one is perfect. Mochi Bujo's stickers are so much nicer. I printed this on my sticker paper and it was the only sticker paper I could find here in Slovakia, and it is not the best quality, even when I use my highest printing settings on my printer. Her stickers are so much more vibrant, so bear that in mind. This is just like a homemade version, I would say. I love this. Maybe we don't need to have all of my books in here, and maybe some of these, yeah, they can go here. Okay, let's do that. Also, one of the biggest problems of this sticker paper is that I can never take off the backing. It takes forever and I always damage the paper, but I just need to get better at this. Okay, that's cute. I also cut out some butterflies, and we also have, I don't think I can fit, oh wait, no, maybe here. Well, I don't have to use everything. Also this, I feel like I want to have this fox up there. Oh, but she will get covered. If I push all of these covers down, yeah, that might work. And I also have these. Okay, that looks nice. I've had these stickers for, it might be even 10 years. I have no idea where I got this from. Maybe, possibly AliExpress or something like that. And I really need to use this up. And also these, I've also had these for forever. I don't like to have like too much of one thing in one space. I just like to break it up a little. Okay. Okay, she's so pretty. Now the letters. So this is done. And I kind of like that all of these pieces of paper are uneven. I think it just adds this something more to the page. Let's figure out all of these books, and I want to tear this off. So let's go careful around the fox. I really like the effect I have here. A bit of this brown should be nice. I maybe would like to have more autumnal covers on this page and darker ones on the other, but also we need to put some of these darker covers in here as well. So maybe I will just have them in this corner. A bit more orange could be cute. Maybe I can do it like this. I could have made this easier for myself and pick only book covers that fit the theme, but that would not be real, guys, because yeah, these are books I really want to finish, so I want to have them here. Okay, let's just add a few of these stickers from the washi tape just to make it more autumnal and to fill in some of these spaces. Because there is one green book, I feel like we should add these ginkgo leaves somewhere, just to have something else that is green on this page. First page is finished. It is very autumnal. I did not think it would end up looking like this, but honestly, I am very excited about this page. And now let's do the other one, and this will be very same. I just want to fill it with lots and lots of papers, and I would love to use this girl somewhere, probably in one of the corners, because yeah, that's my thing, that's my go-to. Okay, let's use this. I just want to have something more on this page, so I will do the rest of this paper in here, and maybe a bit of this paper in here. Okay, and now the title. I'll just put it up there. Let's figure out all of these covers. I might not be able to fit all of them, but we'll see. Oh, I am missing one cover. Yeah, of course I'm missing the Hunger Games. Where did it go? I have no idea where that cover is, but when I find it, I will put it on the page. So, as you can see, I want to watch full Hunger Game movies. Well, the original trilogy. I just read all of those books again, and I had such a great time. I really feel like I need this right now. I want to watch all 3 movies, and then I also feel like I want to try the Vampire Diaries. I have not watched that since I was a teenager, so I want to give this a try just to see if it is as good as I remember or if it is not good at all. I am not going to watch like all of it, maybe one season, maybe just 1 or 2 episodes, I have no idea, but I want to give this a try. And I also want to watch the latest season of the Great British Bake Off. I am going to admit I watched first 2, I think, episodes, and I'm not feeling it. I don't know, this year I am not sure what it is, but yeah, I definitely hope they will finally start giving them more time, because for what they are demanding from these people, this is just ridiculous, and it takes out all the joy from the show for me when they objectively do not have enough time to finish. So that's my one little beef with Bake Off right now and with some of the latest seasons. I hope to finish it. I feel like I will get more invested in all of those people once I will watch more episodes. So yeah. Okay, and now the books, I already told you about them. Let's do this. This has better chance of me reading this than this one, simply because I have an audiobook of this. Also, this does not really work there, so I might just go with all blacks and blues. It does not work with autumn theme at all, but we'll go with that. Honestly, guys, I love creating pages like this. It's so much fun. Putting away all of this stationery won't be that much fun, but I will do that one day. Definitely before I will need to film another video. I recently did a reorganization of my stationery and I have to say I kind of like it. So it's good. I spent so much time reorganizing everything because I like what I did. I have some of these butterflies, so let's use them. Yeah, that's adorable. Yeah, like this. I also have some more mushrooms. Okay guys, and that's it. I still did not find the poster, so that's fun. But other than that, I am quite happy with what I made today. I hope you had a good time watching me working on my pages and on my journals, because I would love to bring journal vlogs back. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this, because I do, and I will keep doing this. If you have any favorite movie or book that you just have to read or watch every fall or every November, December, let me know in the comments below. I am very, very curious. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Have absolutely a lovely day and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Guys, I found the poster. It was glued to this. Oh man. So let's just quickly put that in. Yeah, I'm so happy I found it. Okay. Okay, thank you. Bye.